it's like more taxing than you'd think.
Absolutely. I tell people that all the time, man.
I couldn't handle the streaming life of waking up, go to your computer, like this, like I need like social interaction. I need people to see, like work with. That's just like, I know you're talking to so many people, but it's just a text on a screen. Like I'd go crazy doing that every day of my life. I couldn't do it.
I gotta change headphones real quick. So if you guys want to ask McKean with some questions, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback off that a little bit. So you did consider maybe at one point doing this full time when you started out, or
when I was, not this, when I was streaming.
Okay.
When I was streaming it, probably the first year, it picked up fairly quickly. Like never got like massive, but say I was floating around like 50 to 100 viewers a stream sort of thing.
Okay.
And like this was like I'd never earned money from just like playing the computer, so like it was amazing. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this is so good. I don't know what it would be American, but maybe my first year of streaming, it was like maybe sitting around like 40,000 Aussie. Like,
yeah.
So maybe that's like 30,000 American.
I was about to say, I think it's like a little bit more, but fairly close to a 1-to-1 ratio, American to Australian dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like 1 to 4 American to.
Ooh.
Aussie.
Yeah, I think the American dollars worth a little bit more on average, but I don't know. 40,000 is definitely more than most streamers during their first year.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
My one was like, I was like a smaller streamer, but people who were there would love it and they would support it a lot. So like, even when I was having like 30 to 40 viewers, like I was earning a lot more than like people a lot bigger than me, just because people were, enjoying it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
My headphones died, so. Yeah. I just swapped it out there because I was doing things in Discord. I don't want people to see that. Okay, sorry guys, we are back in action. Apologize about that. Okay. Yeah. Give me a sec here. There we go.
I was actually okay. It's good. I was wondering about. I remember messaging you that one time that Torvesta, I think it is, has a video of him PKing RuneScape streamers or whatever, and he was showing the layout of the streaming, and you were right there at the top. You remember that?
Yeah.
It says PKing RuneScape streamers, and he's got a screenshot of the Twitch homepage for Old School Runescape. Behemeth's right there at the top with like his hat on.
Yeah. It was like,
hey.
It was like I was like maybe like third like ranked streamer of that, because I just got like a host of like someone pretty big, so I had like 300 or 400 viewers, so it was like looked like I was like the big streamer up the top, but it was just.
And that just happened to be when Torvesta took a screenshot.
Yeah,
immortalized.
It was just lucky.
So
I wish Torvesta would come back to streaming.
One of the big questions I want to ask you is what made you decide that you wanted to create RuneScape content? Like, what drove you to that decision?
As in, so say the like go back to the streaming or the starting the highlight channel.
Just like the decision that I wanted to stream, I want to make videos, like the decision to become like a RuneScape content creator.
Yeah, so I did a bit of like an old RuneScape channel before I started streaming, doing like just random videos, like these little like stupid money makers, like progress videos when I was like first started playing. So obviously I played back in the day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Played, gave it up, went to uni, did all that, and still would just jump on a little bit to check out what it's doing. And then I was just like was watching YouTube and was watching like everyone play this like RuneScape game that was like, this looks like the one I used to play.
Right.
Then I was logging on and playing, and I'm like, why is this one like this new RuneScape? But everyone else's, every like video I can find is everyone playing this other version. And like I like literally couldn't figure out which game they were playing. Like it's not like you don't just go to the website and it's like, oh, here's Old School. It's like it's not really that much advertised. Like
right.
Eventually I found, I'm like, oh, like fucking like I had that thing like, oh, I don't know if I'll give up my account to start all over again because like it's such a big thing. I'm like, oh, I'll just give it a go, and then it just grew on me, played, and then I was like, oh, I'll just start like never had made like videos for any game or anything. Just started chucking out some like random little videos I was making, stupid little things. And where we were living, like the internet was terrible, and I was always like, oh, if I could get better internet, I would stream. So originally I just started streaming just to promote the YouTube channel a bit I was working on. But then the streaming was just getting like way better, and but as soon as it started making a little bit of money, I was like, oh, fuck, we'll give this a go. Just stop that YouTube channel. Got rid of it because it actually had my full name on it, so like at the top.
I was gonna ask. That was gonna be my question. Could we find those old videos?
I've got a fair few of them. I've got a fair few of them saved, and they're so funny. Like progress videos, like oh, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'll find one a bit later to have a watch.
Oh, I love it.
Send those.
Yeah, I'll have a little look.
That's RuneScape history now, man.
Yeah, so got rid of that YouTube channel and just streamed, and then yeah, like I said, then the time was just too taxing on time. It was like, where's that, like, you need that balance, whereas I was just working, doing that, and before we had our kid, it was all right, because it's just like, oh, I can just still spend time with my partner on the weekends. Like, she's sweet with that. She gets a bit more, like, we get a bit more money together, so she was happy. But then it was just like too much time away from the family, so it was like it was mostly work. It was like what I was doing, and then it was like I needed more family time. It's like unfair to your kid, really.
Absolutely.
Right? So gave that up, and I was like, oh, like, money's not everything. I was like, oh, this is sweet, family time, doing all this and that. And I was like, just had this like void. I was like, oh, I'm just like, I need something to be like a little like hobby on the side. Like I needed something else to do. I was kind of just like, oh, well, let's watch some TV. Let's do this. I was like, I wasn't really doing anything productive. And like when I was a streamer, I would always like, I loved when I would be featured.
Mic cut out.
Behemeth, can you hear me okay?
I love when I got featured, and then I didn't like the fact that there was never a permission channel. So when I was a streamer, I was kind of like, why?
Mike's cutting in and out, man.
Behemeth, can you hear me okay?
That legendary Australian internet.
Oof.
Yeah. This is the real reason he stopped streaming.
Hope you can hear us, Behe. Your mic cut out, man. I'm gonna message him in the Twitch chat just in case he's looking at it.
It's just one problem after the other. First my headset dies.
We took a little bit of a hiatus. This is to be expected. Sorry, guys. We're back, getting into the groove here. I hope his internet didn't just cut out on him. He's still connected.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I've been featured on the channel a few times. I remember I was gonna say just to fill some time, I suppose, while we're waiting on him to get his mic back on. The only 2 times that I've ever, because you guys know me, I'm notorious for going into his comment section and battling and arguing with people that are hating on the videos of the streamers.
Right.
Behemoth noticed that very early on, that I would go in there, and he's told me before that he was going to go in and comment something to a hater, and I was already there, replied to it, and said exactly what he was going to say. And I've had 2 clips ever that people didn't gripe about. One was the clip of Lennon laughing. We discovered one day when I was doing Monkey Madness 2 on my Iron Man that, or Dragon Slayer 2, that if we flap a garbage bag, his internet dropped out. He'll be right back. I'm sure he jumped on mobile. Gonna have to adjust the screen again.
Yeah.
One was we figured out if we flap a garbage bag, my daughter laughs a lot. So that was funny, and that was on there. And then another one was just, what was the other clip? Really, it was just, I guess, one. Everybody hated on it whenever I got the fire cape on my hardcore Iron Man. The community just seems to hate on it so much, man. Anytime anybody does anything. Oh, the other one was whenever I dropped the soap. I went and picked up Teague's soap or whatever down there by Taverley,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get asked 70,000 times a day, did you drop the soap? So I fucking put the soap in my inventory, right-clicked it, clicked drop real slow, and then zoomed in on my camera. Was like, yeah. That's the only 2 clips ever that I didn't have anybody hating about.
What do people say when they hate on you, Josh? I can't imagine
just
what
all
they'd
kinds
say.
of shit. Just same stuff as every other streamer, man. God, that guy's so cringe, man. He's so cringe. Why would you put him in the videos? Don't get me wrong, man. Almost every time that I'm in there, I see at least 1 or 2 people that are like, "Yo, it's Josh. Hey, it's the prison guy. What's up, man? Cool." You know. And then my friends and my viewers and stuff like that go in there and comment as well, and they're like, "Hey, more Josh. That's awesome." But overall, it's just the typical. He's so cringe. He's so toxic. I mean, anybody that's been in my stream for 2 minutes knows I'm not toxic. If I'm ever toxic at all, I'm kidding. You know, I'll be sarcastic, like to my friends.
Right.
Like I'll be like, yeah, that's why you died at Wave 2 on the Inferno or something. Like, I mean, if you count that, the only place I'm really toxic is on Overwatch. I'm hella toxic on Overwatch, and I've had people threaten to go public with my screenshots on there. And I'm like, I mean, I'm actually known originally because I was toxic back in the day. But it's the same stuff everybody says: the voice, the cringe, the try hard, the sweat, all that good shit. You know. Are we gonna have to invite Behe back, by the way, to the call?
You may, yeah.
Let me see
Yeah.
here.
Actually, one of the big questions I'm gonna ask when he gets back is that there seems to be a lot of like hate around his channel for some reason.
Oh, he's already in here. It says. Yeah, he's still offline. That's what it is. Okay.
Oof. Still no internet.
Kick that bar. What bar are you talking about? Yeah, he said still waiting. Yeah, we've heard about Australia, Behe. It's no big deal, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Here's my opinion as far as the hate goes, and I really want his take on this too.
Right.
Everybody's sitting in the damn chair. We've all been playing this game for entirely too long. Almost everybody has a huge ego about it. There he goes. What's up, Behe?
Oh.
He's lighting up.
Yo,
Hey.
wait. Sorry about that.
It's all good, man. I've heard about
No
Australia
problem.
internet. Every Australian in my clan chat's like, fucking internet all the time.
Yeah. Get that lag armor going on though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I was talking for so long, and I was like, "Oh, the stream stopped." The stream stopped. I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just like loading." Kept talking, and like I didn't hear anything for a while. And I looked, like, "Oh, everyone's frozen. My internet's gone."
You know,
Before it's worth, you were in the process of saying that you had been, trying to find a creative outlet, sort of, and something to fill your time up because you had, stopped streaming.
Yeah, so stopped streaming. I was just like, hanging out with the family more. But then it was just like, oh, we'll just sit on our phones or watch TV. Just needed that something like a little hobby, little passion that I needed something to, keep moving forward with.
right.
And I say the part how like I used to love being featured when I was a streamer.
That's where it cut out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
Right
right.
there.
You were saying that,
Yeah,
but
so
you
back
were
when I was
upset
a
about
streamer,
not
like, I
being like given permission.
Yeah, so I'd love being featured and all that. I thought it was awesome like, when it was on the channel. And like, I know a lot of that other channel used to cop like you using these clips without permission. They used to cop heaps of crap for that.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I can fully get why people don't want it, but I was like, you use them all you want. And then they got like pretty much shut down basically for like copyright laws for doing that without permission.
I remember that. I remember the exact channel you're talking about, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy tried to rescue it by doing voiceovers on it because it technically made it original content at the channel.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, I remember that guy, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, here we got Big D Bandit 6969 coming in with an AGS spec. Oh, he hits a 43 for the KO, and I was like,
Not the same.
oh god,
No.
Yeah, so then I needed something, and I because I'd done a bit of my random YouTube, I knew a little bit about editing and stuff, so I knew I could do it. Searched for it, and I was like, okay, there's no channel doing this. Like, if there was a channel already doing it, I wouldn't have done it. I would have gone, oh, well, someone's already doing that. Sweet, I'll just watch that. But I was like, oh, no one's doing it. There's like all the highlight channels were getting like really low views, and like 2 of them were just bots that were just automatically uploading stuff that were like, it was just, a funny story about that with EVscape.
Shot.
Yeah. So I think Gloomshot stopped, but and I talked to the dude. He does it for like so many different games. Just has the bots running, uploading highlights.
Yeah, he does it for Super Smash Brothers Melee. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
I've
I think
seen
he stopped on RuneScape because his views got so low that it just wasn't even worth running it. Because
there was a new king in town.
But he was the biggest one I think, the bot. But we got EVscape was like, I was in his chat just talking, and he's like saying it's good permission and whatever. And then he was like, wait a sec, does that other channel just upload anything with lots of views for the day? And he's like, I'm like, yeah. So he made a clip of him going full screen saying, "Fuck this channel, go subscribe to Behemeth. This channel just steals clips, go to the other one." And then he uploaded it, and the channel uploaded it as like the first clip of the video.
Oh no,
That's awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so that was super fun because he just got his chat to just watch it like 5 or 6 times. So
Right.
it was like the top clip for the day of RuneScape. So
right, that's great.
Yeah, that was super funny.
That's
How do you find your clips, Behemeth? How do you find them?
So I get I tell people to message me on either Whispers on Twitch or Twitter.
I messaged him on Twitch personally.
Oh,
So I'll start off by going through. So when I first started, I didn't have that. I wouldn't get any messages. I'll just go to the Twitch and find them all that way. But now I'll wake up like I'll probably have messages from like anywhere from let's say a super low day. I might have like 5 people message me. A super busy day, or if I leave it for 2 days, I could have upwards of like 40, 50 messages a day. Like sending me their clips. So just start off with all the messages, go through, grab them all out from Twitter, Twitch, and then I go to the viewed from Twitch, most viewed for the 24 hours, and I just scroll down, grab. And I'm pretty good at like memorizing now, like who I have permission from and who I don't. So I'll know yes. And if I don't know, I'll just usually it's all on Twitch if I've asked them for permission.
Right.
So I just at the start I was keeping like a Word document, like a list of all of them, and just doing Control F, finding it in there.
right.
But then I decided, well, it's all going to be on messages on Twitch. I just search their name in my messages. If I've
Good
got a
way of
message
doing
on them, quickly have a look. Yep, I do. But yeah, I'm surprised how many I actually just remember. I use them a few times and I just remember. Yeah, I do.
Have
Yeah,
you ever had a
scroll through
problem
that,
where
grab them all.
you didn't and you thought you did?
No, never anyone's got angry from. I did have one where someone in my clan, he was like, "Oh, hey, you used my clip, but you didn't ask me." He's like, "Oh, I was so happy you used it. I was sweet with it, but you didn't ask me." I was like, "Oh, what?" I kind of wanted to like figure out like how that happened.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh," he goes, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Did someone you know send it?" And I eventually found it. It was just one of his friends sent it to me, but didn't even tell him or anything. Just sent it. And I thought the person who sent it to me was the person whose clip it was. So
Right.
yeah, I put a little post on my Twitter saying like, "Oh, if you're sending them to me, make sure you send it with permission, or tell me if you are the streamer, because sometimes the Twitter names are different to their Twitch name." So
Right.
one time I did that, and if I've done it for one person that randomly told me, I've probably done a couple of other little ones here and there, but never anyone like I've used it and they're like, "You never asked for permission. I hate you," anything like that.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
I have used some clips where people have been like, "Why'd you use that? Don't like," and I can just cut it out and that's all sweet. You know what I mean?
Now, don't get me wrong. You used my clips that I didn't want in the video, but I just had to laugh at it. You know, I gave you permission.
Yeah.
Me singing Barbie Girl for the love of God was in one of them one time. I knew somebody was going to do that. Half the time I wonder, because I know I'm not on the top of the list of the most viewed, and I'm just like, who sent this to Behemeth? And I'm asking my friends who did it, and they're all like, I don't know nothing about it.
When I search the most viewed, a lot of the times like I'll scroll down to like less than 5 views per clip. Like I'll scroll down a fair bit.
Yeah, you found it.
When I'm down there like really low, there's still like people getting pets or like really good drops and stuff like that, but they just didn't get any views or whatever, and I still want to use them, but they're super low. Like you'd be surprised how many good clips you can actually find down without many views. So
I also know that you're really, really good about knowing who you can and can't, because I remember sending you a humorous clip one time with my buddy when his OS buddy, or I mean not OS buddy, his Streamlabs freaked out and he had like 700 mice on his screen.
yeah.
You remember that? And I was like, hey, check this out. You can use this. And you were like, sorry, buddy, he didn't give me permission. And I was like, you got a good point, man. So, I mean, I know that you're very, very diligent about it. You know, that's something I find extremely respectable, that whenever you say permission only, you don't cut any corners or try to find a loophole or crack in it at all. You're like, nah, I need permission, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had to go screenshot him typing and saying in his Twitch chat, yes, Behemeth can use this clip. And then he was in the next one with a Cow Fight Queen pet.
Yeah. Sweet.
I'm actually really curious about the permission thing. I'm just curious, mostly, do you find that a lot of streamers say no, or is it pretty easy to convince them to say yes? Or how does that process work?
I just have a generic message on my like clipboard on my computer that I just send.
Okay.
Yeah, nearly everyone says yes. Like, or like, say Bodhi, he'll like work with me when he's uploading to YouTube. He'll message me saying, "Can you not use any drop clips?" And then when he's not uploading to YouTube, then he'll say, "Yep, all right, feel free to use whatever you want." Fo did the same for a little while. Then he's back on. Yeah, so they're all pretty sweet to use them, unless like they do like their own YouTube, and even if they don't do their own YouTube, like say Tedious and I'm Trails and all that, only Trails, like I'll just flick them a message saying, oh, could I use this one? And they're like, yeah, go for it. I'm not using that in a video, or no, I don't use that one, or wait until after I've uploaded it.
Right.
They work with me pretty good like that. Yeah.
For what it's worth, in case anybody ever watches this that is in that situation, even if I see what you would call a spoiler alert on YouTube on Behemeth's clips, I'm still going to go watch your YouTube video and give it a like.
Yeah,
like, I think that maybe didn't you put him getting his Bryophytus essence on Twitch, and I was waiting on the video even more after that. I was like, oh yes, dude, he got the essence. I can't wait to see this.
I think I put about a day after he got it. He was happy.
Oh, that would explain it. I might not have just seen the video until then,
Yeah, and then there's other people like Mint Mad Cow.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, even though he puts his PKs on YouTube, he's like, yep, use anything, because he just goes like, it's more. Yeah, no one's gonna see him in a video and go, oh, I've seen that. I'm not gonna watch the whole rest of his video. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So he just goes, yeah, use everything. I don't mind. Use whatever. And like,
I think he's being realistic about it. Yeah.
He might get a couple of good drops.
Right.
So did is it what's the guy that does the 10 HP stuff? Matt H. Is that his name?
Yeah, Mac H. You're right, Mac H. It is Mac H.
My liability.
Like, yeah,
my liability.
Like, if I'm streaming any of that and you see it, just use any of it. He's like, and he sort of had the same thing. Like, it's not going to take away views, or people might see and go, oh, spoiled it, but they're still going to watch this video. It's just going to be more exposure and promotion for his channel and him.
Yeah. He's got a brand new 10 HP is the name of it. 10 HP Hardcore Iron Man with no help. I'm actually really enjoying that series.
Yeah. But yeah, I can fully respect not to use it. Like, if that's what they want to do, like,
sure.
It doesn't matter. There's lots
the only scenario I would think where it wouldn't be beneficial for the YouTuber is if their videos are literally just them clipping their own streams and not editing it at all or anything like that. Where if they're just uploading like their live stream highlights, maybe I could see why they wouldn't want that. And then for bigger series spoilers, like someone like a Swampletics or like a Bodie or someone like that, who are doing like a long running series, I could see them not wanting to have certain drops spoiled and stuff like that. But in general, I mean, the exposure just seems beneficial for both people.
Absolutely. I've gotten a lot of viewers that came in and they're like, I saw you on Behemeth, man. That soap drop clip was hilarious, man. And they hang out and they become part of my community, and that's one more person.
Yeah, so say streamers they're like, Mudkip.
Yep.
So he will just, at the end of every stream of his, he just goes through and any clips that are spoilers for his videos, he just deletes them. So he just delete them out.
Really?
So even when the other channels,
I didn't know that.
The other channels that were just stealing any clips, well, he would just go through and delete them so make sure that they couldn't. So
I at one point wondered why he had never been on your channel before, and I actually asked him about it on his Twitch stream. I'm fairly decent friends with Mudkip, and I remember asking him, I was like, has Behemeth ever asked you for permission? Because I've never seen you in there. And he was like, he doesn't ask me for he said, I don't think he's ever asked me, but he probably just knows that I put everything on YouTube, like every single little clip. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because thankfully we don't have a bot running our community for the highlight reels. I know that you're aware of the content creators and what they have going on, and you adjust to their needs or what you know that they're doing.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the rise of your channel, because correct me if I'm wrong, you used to not do daily highlights, right? Or you did like every other day, or right? Or am I wrong?
I'll do that. You're right. I'll do that every 2 to 3 days. Yeah.
Right. And then I remember, because I discovered your content back in like February or January, right when the pandemic first hit, and they had stay-at-home order. And I remember right there, you started releasing videos every single day. Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that timeline right?
Yeah. So because that happened, I had more time working from home for work.
Oh, okay.
So I had more. Yeah, so I had more time, and I was like, it was like a day. I was like, I might as well do another video. And I wasn't sure if I would have enough content to do one every day, because it was fairly early. I wasn't sure if I had enough streamers. I wasn't sure if I had the time.
Right.
I was doing them every few days, and I was like, what if I've got time today? Even though I did one yesterday, I'll do one today, and I did it. I was like, there's still plenty of clips to use, and doing that, I was like, okay, rather than getting say 600,000 views for the month, it was going, you're doing twice as many views. You're getting like 1,200, like 1.2 million views for the month. It's like, okay, subscribe, because it was double the videos, like double the subscribers. It really helped the channel just get to that next level. Like,
I don't miss one of your videos.
As soon as I did that every day one, like the channel just went like started growing like crazy, and like it leveled out, and it's like now that and then like leveled out, and now it's like a bit of a dip. Now you go on, even if you just go to the Twitch section on RuneScape, it's like there's a lot less viewers, and the clips like there was a time where every video I was putting out was getting like 60 to 80,000, like just every single day, 60 to 80. Some were hitting 100K no matter what. And like when I was getting the clips for those, it was like you go to the clips, and every clip on Twitch was still getting like they were getting like 2,000, 1,000, like in the hundreds. Nowadays, it's like the top clip might be like 300 views, and then down from that, you know.
It's weird. You said something about that in the video yesterday, didn't you? About how it hasn't been pushing as much but it's still got the same watch time and impression click-through rate and stuff.
Yeah. So say you go to today's clips, like the top few have like 650, but then like by the time you get to the fifth clip, it's only got 150 views on Twitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Weird, man.
When I was uploading it like 60 to 80,000, it was like the clips I was looking at were like the top 5 would be all like at least 1,000 or so, and then going like 900, 800, 600, like it was just booming. And yeah, it seems to be like the Twitch is got a lot less viewers lately.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. Just a few weeks ago, we were like at an all-time high when leagues came out.
Yeah.
Do you think that part of the decrease in watching the Twitch clips directly on Twitch is partially due to people tuning into your channel more, or?
No, I don't think so. No, could be, but I don't think so.
Good question, but yeah, I would doubt it. It is a good question, though.
Yeah.
I would assume not. I also personally enjoyed the way that, as just a personal thing with me and your channel, is I've enjoyed the way that you've chosen to stay out of controversy and stuff like that, and not stoke any flames. But you do keep a sense of humor, like how you keep showing this guy with his damn Save the Nans Foundation or whatever the hell it is. that crazy series of clips that's going on there. And but then at the same time, you know, you remember when the Colinello thing happened with the and I'm okay with saying this on me, Behemeth has nothing to do with this, but when he did the fake prison RuneScape gold currency video, and you remember I clipped it that I showed that it was his voice in the video, and he'd use a voice changer, and I told how to do it and stuff, and yet you opted to stay out of that. So you know, I take that personally. I respect the hell out of that. You remember when I messaged you, I was like, you can stay away from this like it's got COVID if you want to, man. But you know, I was like, this is something I get asked about 20 times a day. And I was wondering, you know, how do you pick exactly? In that instance, I understand, but how do you pick what clips would you think are worthy of it or not? Because to hear your comment section tell it, 99% of the clips you use aren't worth it. Cringe, not worth it. Oh my God, a league's drop. Somebody getting excited over a league's drop. Like, how do you filter out what you think can and can't go in the videos? Excited over a league's drop. Like, how do you filter?
I get sent a lot of stuff. Like some of them I get sent as like that would never like. If I put that, like, the ones that get complained about, I'm like, that made a cut where I was like, oh, that was good enough to get chucked in a video.
Right.
Like, some of the stuff I get sent is like, really, is that like first Zora kills? And I'm like waiting to see if they get a drop. And they just like, no, I just killed Zora. I'm like, oh. It's like, I wouldn't use that. Or someone like getting their pest control points.
They just want some of that Behemeth clout. You know it, okay? That's it.
Yeah.
Somebody using to get their pest control points. I got enough for Elite Void. Let's go, Behemeth.
Someone got their points and they walked over and bought Void. And they're like, yes, we got Void. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't use things like that.
Clipped by them. 0 views.
That's actually one of the questions I want to ask you. Because everybody knows that if you get featured on Behemeth, that's like the clout fairy as a Twitch streamer. Do you get a lot of people like begging you to feature their clips?
Usually people are sweet, like they just send me a clip and they're
Really?
like, oh, full understand, like use it or not, all good. I've had like a couple of people like send me like a Zora drop, and sometimes I'll be using Zora drops like for an Iron Man. If their first one, I'll usually use it.
Yeah.
And then other times I won't. I'll be like, oh, you know, like who wants to see like a main get a Zora drop or whatever.
Yeah, they got 6243 KC and they got their 19th Tans Fang. You're not going to show that one.
And I know there was a time where I was just like, oh, even if it was an Iron Man, I was like, oh, I'm not using Zora drops. And then like this person went back and I was like, oh, you used a Zora like drop 2 weeks ago, and I had to like explain why I used it. I'm like, why am I even like explaining? I didn't want to use it. Like, sorry. Like,
wow.
Yeah, he got super mad, and then like messaged me a few days later, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, please still use my clip.
Please use my. That's great.
There's that clout fairy search right there. There they go. I'm so sorry, Behemeth.
Generally, people just send it, and they're like, oh, like if I send it, he'll see it, and it might get used, might not, and they're sweet with it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Also, there's like times that they'll send it and they're like, oh, did you not want to use it? I'm like, oh, I missed it. Like sometimes I'll miss clips because I get so many messages that like, oh, I'll think it's from the day before, and I just will miss some as well. So sometimes they just send me a message. I'm like, oh no, I just didn't end up using it. All right, no worries. And sometimes, or it's like, oh, did you not want to use it? I'm like, oh, sorry, I just missed that clip. I'll use it today.
Absolutely, not even an intentional snub of them or anything.
Yeah.
Here's a question I had for you, kind of surrounding that topic of people wanting you to use their clips. At what point did you sort of realize that people were asking you to use their clips rather than the reverse scenario? Because I imagine at the start when you were sort of smaller, it was you going out of your way to ask like certain people, hey, can I use this clip? Do you mind if I feature your channel?
Just gradually grew. So like the bigger it got, the more that would get sent in, which was good because a lot of the clips you would get sent in, you might not necessarily find because they're lower in views. Some you still get sent like ones that you can still. Then I'll get sent a bunch, grab them all, and then when I'm scrolling through the Twitch section, I see them and I would have grabbed them, but they've just sent them to me, so it's just a different way to get it. But it wasn't like a certain stage. It was just like gradually as it got bigger and bigger, it just got more and more sent rather than me find.
I love being on the channel every time.
Yeah.
I remember my wife losing her hardcore status when she tried to make a hardcore Iron Man. That was great. We loved the fact that was in the video, you know? She got slapped by a spider in the stronghold of security, and I was like, well, that lasted less than an hour.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was fun, you know? I've always personally enjoyed it, and I hope that it's also understood that between you and me, any Twitch clips that are ever sent to you that involve me, if they're not good enough, man, I'm not going to take offense. You know, I think I've told you that every time. Like, if you don't think this makes the cut, it's fine, man. No hard feelings. But I know that some people will probably get salty. Like, I sent Behemeth the clip and he didn't use it.
Right.
And you can tell the person, like, say when you generally send me a clip, generally it's one that I'll use. Other people I get, like, lots of clips from. And generally, it's ones I won't use, you know?
I only send them to you if they're funny, pretty much, because I don't really get shit done on my account on stream, you know? I don't really get a lot done. I've gotten so many rare drops in the past 2 weeks on my Iron that I'm so cracked out addicted to RuneScape again, I'm having a blast. None of them happened on stream.
Oh, no.
None of them. No. And every time that I get one, everybody's like, too bad you weren't streaming, man. Behemeth would have loved it. I mean, I just got a 15 KC Ancestral. I just got a 33 KC Dex. I got a 53 KC, 57 KC Blowpipe. None of it on stream. 820 KC Zenite finally, but you know, and then exactly now every single time that I get a drop and I'm not streaming, I'm like, damn, I missed out on another chance to be on Behemeth, man. And I feel like not only there's probably a lot of small streamers like me that feel that way. You know, I'm sure that the big guys couldn't give a damn less, really, but you know, I think it's really interesting that no matter if you look at it in a logical sense, you are essentially a kingpin in the community of sorts because all the most famous players know who you are, you know? Famous player maybe doesn't know who another famous player is, but all the plebs and all the top streamers all know Behemeth, you know? Whether they've had to say yes or no to the permission or whatnot, man. So I've always enjoyed the fact that you keep it, you know, super humble and super chill and that you talk to people. And I try to make it to where you don't have to argue with people in your comment section. I'll do that for you.
That's actually what I want to ask you about next because that's a little controversial. So I've noticed that, and I don't hold these beliefs at all, but I've noticed a lot of people in your comments say things like, Behemeth doesn't make original content, he just steals other people's content. Other people's content. How do you feel about stuff like that?
With permission. Do they know what that means? Sorry.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like people are just like, they're almost like just trying to find something to win. They just don't like it for whatever reason. They're just trying to find something to whinge or complain about. So yeah, it's like, okay, like, yeah, I didn't make the clip. I just grabbed it and used it. But the streamer wants me to use it. Like, everyone's happy except for you, the person complaining.
Yeah, exactly. Like, B's happy, streamer's happy. I'm sorry, random viewer that is at his computer being on the King of the World, Captain Reddit over here. I apologize that you're not thrilled with this outcome.
The person who
it's not up to you.
The person who clicked on the highlight channel expecting to find not highlighted clips. Like,
bro, listen, I just don't understand the mindset. I keep my YouTube on my second monitor almost at all times. I'm getting comments on my videos and stuff, and I refresh it a lot when I'm playing RuneScape or AFK or whatever, you know. I catch Behe's videos normally within 10 to 15 minutes of him going live. If worst case scenario, it'll be an hour. I'll be feeding my daughter, and I notice that the video's up, and while I'm feeding her, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I click on it. And I can't tell you, dude, I've been in there 2 minutes. It's got 100 likes or whatever, 7 dislikes. Who the hell? What kind of person to click on a video to just dislike it and go? Are you that triggered?
I think is that your missus in the chat? Is that your partner, Josh?
Yes, that's Karis. Yeah, that's my wife.
A lot of them also they think it might take like an hour. They think like it might take 1 hour per video. They don't realize it takes a few hours for most videos.
Right.
So like there's a lot of time. And I think one more thing is a jealousy thing when they're like, oh, he is making money off this. Like, oh, he's just stealing content. They're so salty that I'm like, some months have been like some decent months making money, and they're salty that I'm making money, and they know that they could have done it but didn't.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. That's.
I've never seen a streamer complain about you for what it's worth. It's always some guy sitting at his house, doing nothing. Good question, by the way, wife.
Yeah. I also want to talk about
a comment.
I see a lot of toxicity about the streamers in your comments sometimes.
Yeah,
I remember when you first started getting big, when I first started watching you around when the pandemic first came down, there were a lot of people pissed that you featured Oda Block in his videos.
Yeah.
And I personally love him. I think
ridiculous.
he's so funny. I remember eventually you decided, I don't know if you saw this decision or not, but eventually you decided that you'd only put his clips at the end of your videos.
So
yeah.
I think that was we'll talk about that for a bit. So
Good compromise, in my opinion.
It was like one of the biggest streams I had, and it was like the comments were like relentless. I'm like just like it's a little clip. Like, wouldn't you just if I was watching a video and I didn't like a little part, I'd be like, oh, just skip over it or just watch it, and I'd rather the other clips. But like it's a video for so many like say tens of thousands of people to watch. Like lots of people are going to have different it's subjective what you like watching, from like whether it's drops or the funny things or people doing crazy stuff. Everyone likes something different. So and he's such a big streamer. I was never going to get him out of my videos, and I wish I could still have him now. It's another topic, but I was like, well, I just had a little thing about it. I was like, oh well, I'm not going to get rid of him if I put him at the back, and like it fully shut them up because they had nowhere to go. They're like, they still didn't want him in the videos, and they still tried to complain about it. But his fans and other people were like, there's no reason, like there's literally no reason if you don't like him to complain. So he's in it. It was like I kind of like check. It was like a checkmate in a way. Like they had nothing to complain about because they see him and they click off the video.
All of your comments were either video ends at 11:15 or video starts at 11:15.
In a way, I like because there's still a lot of that complaining, and like usually I would never alter it for it unless the video is like 50 to 75% dislikes or something like that. Like usually you'll just say too bad. But if it's like everyone watching your video wants it, fair enough. But I do sometimes feel like because I catered for it, it's like then they whinge, thinking like, oh, this will get catered for too. It's like no, like that was
not how it works.
That was a one-off. Like not getting rid of every streamer you don't like or putting every streamer you don't like at the back. Like
there's two main responses. In my opinion, there's like two big responses to this, and one of them I got from you, and I think it shut them the hell up with the perfect response. It was somebody that was whining about Oda Block. Something about disliked because Oda, and I remember you told him, you said, imagine going to a restaurant and saying, I'm giving you a bad review because you have an item on your menu I don't like. It doesn't really make any sense if you think about it like that. I thought that was a killer response. I was like, sit, nerd, sit. Hashtag right. But the other one is that, like, I mean, completely apart from that, the fact that people come in there and gripe about a streamer and they expect you to do something about it, I don't know, man. It's like, if you want to watch what you want to watch, then go to Twitch. This is a highlight compilation channel. If you want to watch exactly what you like on Twitch and nothing you don't, then go to Twitch yourself and quit hanging out on YouTube, for the love of God. You're making the wrong choices here, man. Then you're come tell this guy about his channel and say that clip wasn't worth it. It's not your channel. It's not up to you to decide what is and is not worth it. I'm sorry, people. Yeah. Our community just likes to gripe as far as I'm concerned. The fact that BE gets any hate on his videos at all is just like our community is just a bunch of superior people, is what I'll say.
Just super judge. It's all just judging. Like I kind of go off like the quote. Like if you judge someone else, it tells me more about you than it does them. Like
absolutely.
All these people in the comments saying, "Oh, this person's like commenting on their looks or just judging about how they act or anything." I'm like it just tells me that person commenting is like a sad person, not happy.
Yeah, they're sad. They got something in their heart. You're happy, streamer's happy. That guy's the one with the issue. And also, I feel like most of the time when people are griping about streamers, they have never once gone into their chat. They saw a 4-second, possibly out of context Behemeth clip, because you do like to put out of context clips that are hilarious to me, especially It's Will. But like people talking trash on Fat Clouds, that was huge, you know? I've been in Fat Cloud stream. I understand that with a guy like him, it's either you understand his humor or you don't. But in my opinion, the dude is absolutely hilarious. And he's super, super friendly and really, really nice. And people see this one clip of him going, how many viewers does Bodie have? I'm gonna crash him and shout out my Twitch. I'm not gonna crash. I'm gonna crash him, and they think that he's some kind of like crackhead spaz, and they don't know his sense of humor because they never went to his stream. So like, they're passing judgment on people they don't know anything about at all. They've never witnessed. You know, somebody sees me, that clip of me dropping the soap in Taverley, and they might be like, "Oh man, the dude's gay" or whatever, because they don't know me, they don't know my stream, they don't know that I went to prison or whatever. Like it's ridiculous, man. They're judging, and I agree with B. It says more about them than it says about the streamer. You know?
Yeah. And I think it's like, yeah, it is sad that there's so much like toxicity. Like it is online. It's not just RuneScape, but RuneScape does seem to have that little niche of toxic people or people that have to complain. And you see it with the J mods, like they cop it, like, and they're doing their best. And I know sometimes they could do. People expect them to do a little bit more or should fix this and that, but like they cop it, like to the point where they're talking about like death threats and shit. Like
crazy,
they
man.
They cop it, man.
For a video game.
And like. They're not there like doing a bad job. Like they're trying to do their best and they're working with what they got most of the time.
Something I think people forget is that yes, at the end of the day, they are a video game company. A company's main goal is to make profit, but what's best for them to make profit is to continue releasing the game in a way that not a lot of us quit, that all of us enjoy, want to play more. And they just act like they're out here to try and ruin it, and microtransaction it, and RuneScape 3 it, and that's just not the case. So glad we have Aiza back, by the way. If you ever see this, Aiza, we love you.
Some things you do see, and like say it's an update or something, like, and you know that like this isn't going to work because of this reason, but they still did it. And you're like, oh, like there is some things I get that, but we got like, I think, the community needs to work a bit more with the J mods. They're kind of like it's almost like a bit of a war going on. You know what I mean? Like,
it's been really bad these past couple months. I feel like.
I think it's a little unfortunate because I would say the majority of the community actually is having a good time playing the game and appreciates the J mods, but then you get this like loud minority, right, who's just so 100%. Vocal. And I think it's the same probably in your comment sections. The majority of people who watch your videos are probably just there. They like the video, they watch it, they don't comment. They might not even like click the like button. But they did enjoy the content, right? Because they clicked on it and they watched most of the video. But you're not seeing that side as much as necessarily the people who are just negative and feel like they need to say something.
That's such a good point. You always say the vocal minority, like they're so vocal, but they are the minority in it. But then I think the others that like people see it and they go, oh, and sometimes the negativity will get support. Sometimes it will just be those one-offs. But they're so vocal about it. I think it's such a good point to raise.
Yeah. And also, YouTube doesn't count thumbs downs on comments. They don't do it like Reddit does. So, like, if you see somebody say, Odablock's so toxic, never show him again, and it's got 15 thumbs up, everybody's going to be like, see, everybody agrees, when really 78 people might have thumbs down that comment for all we know. YouTube doesn't balance it.
I actually want to keep moving in this direction. I want to ask you some questions about Old School Runescape, and, like, what are your thoughts on it? Because I feel like I honestly want to pick your brain about that a little bit. So, you said you used to play as a little kid. Can you just give me like a brief like rundown of like your history with RuneScape?
Yeah, what year or so?
I played it off like that. What was that website?
Miniclip.
I got it off that.
Yeah, he's OG.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it off that and started playing and like didn't really understand it. But I had this not even a friend, a dude I'm really good friends with still to this day. But we kind of I kind of said like my friend, I'm trying to play this RuneScape game, and he was on the bus and he was like, turned around like, I play that game. He was like level like 70 or 80, and like I saw him, and I'm like, he's the man. Like,
yeah, he's the king of this game, level 70.
And then like we played for a bit, and he got me into it, and then I just got like full addicted. Like he just was like play a little bit, and then just like level 70, 80 gave up, and I was just like still playing like so addicted.
What year was this?
Had to be 04, 05. It was on Miniclip. 05, 06 at the latest, cool. I think.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be around then.
I think they took off the Miniclip adverts in 06. I think.
He stopped playing, and I just kept playing, and then to the point where I was doing like my high school testing and that for a few months out. Like I gave him my password, and he changed my password and kept it until I finished all my tests to give it back. So I'd do well in my tests. I made him lock my account, so I couldn't play.
That's funny.
And then I kind of went to uni and that, and the game kept changing so much that I wasn't keeping up with all the change. I think it was when they stopped the trade limits, they stopped the PvP and that, and I just went, it's all going downhill. I just gave it up.
Oh, really?
And then
a lot of people quit.
Yeah, I quit from all that. I don't even know if that was. I think I quit before EOC, and then I tried to come back, and I was like, it looked like WoW to me. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Well, I tried, and I was like, oh no. just left it, and then maybe like 3 or 4 years after that, after like when I was the uni days, then I was like, oh, there's this version that looks like the version I used to play. This is sick. So started playing it, and then
you get that little dopamine in the heart, that little glow right there. Oh no, it's old school RuneScape.
Yeah, so
what was your?
Mate.
I was gonna ask. So, what was your first 99 in Old School RuneScape?
On my original account, I was either cooking or wood cutting. I think it might have been cooking. Yeah,
I'm assuming fire making on the hardcore.
No, I still don't have 99 fire making.
All right, good. Hey, glad to hear.
So yeah, got that on the main. Then when I quit, I sold everything and bought like a Santa and a green Halloween mask. And then I was like, just gonna plan to just quit, but keep them on the count forever. So I was just like, they had a rare because they'll always go up. But then when I came to Old School, I did the old sold them and traded the money across.
Oh, nice.
So then I had like a bit of a bank on the main to get started with.
Came off on a good start, I would assume.
Yeah.
So you started playing Old School like shortly after release. You know, I was locked up until 2017. I wasn't there at the early days.
No, it wasn't early days of release.
Especially not if you had trouble figuring out what the hell was going on. Like, where are they playing this? This is the one I remember.
Yeah, it was fairly established when I started. I don't know what year it was. I was doing like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
So still pretty early on, but not right at the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like about around maybe a year or two after release. Was the Grand Exchange around when you started?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's probably a year and a half-ish.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half to 2 years probably after release.
But yeah, I was like, I was a full noob, like getting back into it, trying to play in that.
We're all in our 20s now.
I've got to grab this hard drive and try and find one of these progress videos from back. I've got it.
Dude, that's some RuneScape history.
You know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking for those? What you should do they have commentary over them?
Yeah.
You should sneak one, like a clip into one of your highlight videos, right? And see if anyone notices, right? And like, just see if anyone notices, like, just a little clip of you getting a drop or something.
That would be awesome.
Like, wait a second.
Hold up, that's an old school Behemeth clip right there. An actual Behemeth.
I'm gonna grab the hard drive. I'll be like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
That sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, I thought that would be really funny. It would be really funny if it was like an old clip, right, where he had like a squeaky voice or something. But I'm sure they're not that old.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if he did videos back when he started in like 06 or 07.
I finally got around to watching that settled video where he showed the compilation of him maxing his Ultimate Iron Man, and he's like, in the very first clip, "Hey guys, it's settled."
Yeah,
I love that.
It's like 13.
Clip of my Ultimate Iron Man today.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey. You're not squeaky voiced any of the clips, are you? Don't have any old Behemeth Australian accent squeaky voice, do you?
That's the thing. I wasn't like a kid. Like I was.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. We're all grown men when Old School came out.
I was like 20 or no, older than that. Like say I was like 22 or 23, but I'm like just watching it. I'm like I was such like a nerd. Like
yeah, no other way of putting it, just a noob.
Yeah.
I was talking about that the settled video, you know, the 5,000 hours of no bank, no trade or whatever video, and then the very first clip, he's like, "Hey guys, it's settled. I'm coming in with a clip for my Ultimate Iron Man." And I was like, wow, he's like the only person in the community that's like a mid to young teenager when he started playing Old School. Because he's only like 20 or 21 now, right? I think he just turned 20 or 21. So playing at Old School's release, he'd have been 13, 14 years old, something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy that he even plays that game.
I'm 29, so I feel like I'm like one of the older players.
I'm 28, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm 24, so I'm like, I feel like exactly middle of the road in terms of the player base. I'd say most people are probably either early 20s, late teens to like early 30s
that's something funny to bring up. When I was doing the YouTube, I had a video that was like featured on Spark Mac, and it got a bit big on Reddit. It was waking up girlfriend with RuneScape theme song. I don't know if you guys saw that going around.
That sounds familiar.
I think I did see that. I remember the lobster one.
I think they put it on like they put it on Reddit as like roses are red, God swords are strong, and then the video waking up girlfriend with RuneScape theme song.
That's awesome. I can only assume that she knew what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I blasted it. All right,
I also remember the video. I got bored one day when I was still at the halfway house when we first met, and I went back to the beginning of your channel, and I remember you printing off the lobsters for your girlfriend, and you were like, "Oh yeah, making loves to dinner, yeah? Come on in, yeah."
That's the, yeah. So like, I was doing like random stuff like that. Like, you're printing off. I like messaged her. I made dinner and then printed off RuneScape foods and put it on a drink and stuck it on a plate and put it in the fridge and recorded her getting home. You want to watch that?
That was awesome. Yeah,
That's great.
I remember messaging you about that, and I was like, I didn't understand who it was. I was like, "What was that? Your sister?" And you're like, "I'm Australian, man. Same thing."
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I've got it here if you want to see that video.
What? Yeah. Can you send it over Discord and I'll pull it up on the screen. We can watch it together.
I'll share screen.
Okay. Yeah.
That work?
You'd
Yeah.
be able to highlight his little box right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to work on the fly here, but I'll get figured out.
We believe in you, monkey. We believe in you.
Too much pressure.
Okay, he just did the.
1 second here. I'm gonna add a new source.
Yes, this is the video. Yes, I remember it. Oh, it's so great.
Okay, let me. How do I choose? Here we go.
What was up with the color?
Yeah,
Did it just
here we
come
go.
out that way, or were you out of?
Let me transition.
Yeah, the ink was. I was out of ink, so it was compensating.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's see this thing.
That's pretty much close enough.
I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the audio. Will you?
No, I don't,
Probably not.
Maybe just play it. We'll see. I think so, actually.
Open it up.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
see.
It's
Can you hear
there.
the audio?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so funny for the old progress video thing.
A lovely dinner of cabbage, shark, lobster, and a lovely nice little potion.
Oh my god.
God.
Potions.
So here's her getting home. I was like,
Yeah. How's work?
That smile.
Cool.
Have a look.
Oh, stop.
Little does she know.
she hates it. She hates.
Honey, are you fucking serious? Oh, you're really cooked.
That's awesome.
She said, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
No, there's a drink as well. You got a drink.
Can you stop recording?
Can you stop recording?
You
You should be like, "That'll heal you for like 32 HP."
The bit at the end, she thinks that actually. She's like, "Oh, did you actually make it?" No.
Video.
Did you make dinner?
Slap trolled her, bro.
That's
Did you make dinner? No.
Yeah, she thought I did the joke, but I actually made dinner.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
did that get rid of it?
Do you have anything else, or?
Yeah, you guys pick which one.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Oh, are you sure? Because you're streaming to everybody. If you don't want to show people.
It's all good.
All right.
Oh, there's no private information, I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't click on any of those
just want-
homework folders or whatever.
This is all. This is
Archie's
all I'm-
Wait, what's that? Shh, slut takes
Nah.
up.
Oh no! Quit
Behemeth.
scroll.
Can we get the
Terms of service.
can we get-
What's my Archie scam?
It was on Instagram. There was a fake Mod Archie messaging people, and he messaged me.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I
was
think.
doing, like,
Did you address that at one point?
no. Oh, this was on the video. I put it out. It's like, oh look, I just put the title like Mod Archie scam, and people were like, so people would watch it. But it's no, it was Mod Archie never scammed. It was like a imposter fake.
I would assume he didn't.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Even before he was a J-mod, he was super wholesome. Even when he was no one's perfect.
Yeah, you want to just pick a random progress
Yeah.
video?
Just low one
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
This will be so bad.
This reminds
Oh,
me of
yeah.
like that time when a friend uploaded the proof video for his unofficial Iron Man, and like there was like one frame that showed like one of his folders, and it was like some like porn folder or whatever.
Yeah, it was a little
for like one
remember
frame
that.
in like a 10-hour video or something,
Yeah.
and people found it.
Of course. Uh-oh. He's at Piscatoris, guys.
Okay.
Listen to the,
Alright guys, welcome to the Behemeth's 5th progress video. So we've done this far on the progress videos. I was thinking about giving them up because they don't get too many views, but all my loyal guys keep watching them. So thank you everyone who keeps watching them. I will keep making them. You guys are keeping me going. Fuck, this is huge.
This is like a friend gave me 100 mil on it.
Oh my God.
I feel bad, but it'd be so helpful. 100. This is more than my. Just
You got adamant.
whole bank.
Hey, Prims.
Prims, yeah.
5 mil, 25
Falling
Load it
out.
up.
Oh, 45. That's not bad.
Look,
Mate,
there's even like me trying to kill a superior.
this one.
Where in the world is that?
Oh, looks good.
That's the old
bad.
Slayer dungeon.
Yeah.
What? Which one?
The
That's
Stronghold
Neves-
dungeon.
Neves.
Oh.
Dungeon.
Oh yeah.
They-
It was like a private server dungeon.
Yeah, that's
they
what I
did-
was thinking. I was like, what the hell?
Legend, is he?
They nerfed it because they basically held every single Slayer creature at one point.
Oh.
Oh, I got you.
It was like my first like
Superior?
superior kill because I could never do it, but I finally found out you could run away from the minion guys.
I just found that out 2
Oh,
fucking
45,
weeks
that's
ago.
not bad.
Oh,
Quick, let's get the kill. Yes.
I should put that on a highlight video.
Yeah,
Oh,
put that on a highlight
please,
video.
dude. Please,
Yeah,
man.
That's great.
Look at
Yeah.
the blue sky, that's nice. Finally, I fucking killed one. I am stoked. That's a sick trick to run away to get those little guys.
That's
Yeah, the
awesome.
death spawns.
Time to get a few levels in that. And
There's the levels. Look, 14.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going for Lunars. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's going for Lunars, guys.
That's cool.
let's talk to this girl. And I went to check it out. To range.
So they were just like this video is like it was just like the slowest, most boring progress video ever. Like,
Ooh,
First
also,
fire
you're going
cape?
for fire cape though.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna get meleeed.
no.
No lag.
Oh, that off
Oh,
the internet.
oh, that was how lucky was that?
Yeah, that was close.
Dude, that was so lucky.
Oh
Still
wow.
close.
And-
My goodness.
This is
Ooh,
a
chance.
good one. You picked a good one.
Melly,
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
Oh man.
That's awesome. He's got the SGS.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you joking me? What the fuck?
Look how bad the gameplay is.
What are you doing?
Oh man, please put some of these in the next video, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is
No
awesome.
joke. Wow, this is great.
I want to see Jad. I want to see what happens.
I do too. Shit. You got a system update in 9.5 minutes.
In,
Yes.
system update
You got a system update.
sort of clears everything in a way.
Oh shit, he's got the system update.
Oh no. My friends reckon it shouldn't restart if I log out before it happens.
So
Nah, I wouldn't.
I didn't know if I thought it might make me like start the cave again. I wasn't sure.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because you can.
Did I just hear
log
Laura in the
out
background?
Through it, like
Yeah.
while you're doing it, you
It's
can
so sad.
log
Surely
out
not.
and log back in, like if that. Shit, so dodgy logging back in like that. I've made it back. Run.
So dodgy.
If I get, I think I get this. This is the luckiest fire game.
I think you've been chanced maybe like 9 or 10
Yeah.
times
Oh,
already.
No joke.
Just ran through a major again.
I'm on wave 61. And this one's knocked over pretty easily. That means my next wave is my last one before.
I love this dude.
Why are you using it on accurate? Is that it?
I wouldn't have known.
I love seeing like clips like this because people, whenever they're worried about starting producing content, it's like just make content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's
There's the
how-
orange one.
Oh, here comes Jad.
Oh shit.
Look out, Jalit.
Have I got the shakes?
About the shakes.
Mouse looking a little shaky.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay. Doing the same thing I do.
He's using-
Keep the mouse on the prayer.
Or
You're not even putting on eagle eye.
Yeah. He's firing
Yeah.
on accurate, okay? Oh, actually,
No,
it's actually long range.
He's defiring on long range.
I've got dragon
He's getting-
darts though.
He is on long range. Getting defense XP every drop.
That's great.
I'm not even talking. I was so like scared.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Fucker.
tagged me. Yeah, they're healing
Come on,
him.
you motherfucker. Jaddy.
I think I got it.
You got it so far. Looking good.
Big boy hits, come on.
I
Yes,
love the
come
commentary.
On. Come on.
Almost there.
Ooh, that was close. Come on.
I think that's
Oh.
on it.
Oh.
I thought that was
dragon.
the-
Shit, that was close.
This is dragon darts too.
Yeah, wow.
That might be it. Hey!
Hey!
Oh, what a mission! Oh, please put that in a highlight
Oh
video.
my god.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Look at the time, an hour, 137 minutes, 2 hours and some
Wow.
change.
2 hours, 15 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. My first ever fire code. Because I never
That's
got one on
awesome.
the old. I think on
That's-
the old game. Yeah, I don't think I got one. I think. I don't know on the old game.
I didn't get one until I used the Death Touch dagger in like 2011 when they had that. The Death Touch dart,
yeah.
automatic kill.
Yep.
That was, I would love to see some of that in the videos. I think everybody else would too, man. First,
No, but then he's gonna get messages from other streamers like, "Why wouldn't you put my fire cape?"
you only
Yeah,
show
right.
girl fire capes. Oh my god. Yeah, really.
Oh my god.
I like that you can hear Laura complaining for you in the background. You can hear your partner back there like, oh, surely not.
One of the videos is a superior guide on like how to kill superior monsters.
Oh.
Hey, basically just keep praying the same thing you were praying, unless it's a gargoyle or a neck reel.
That's funny. That was actually super funny. I'm actually
Yeah, that was
super
great, man.
pleased.
The screen is still on the transition thing.
Do you have any more to show or?
Oh, you can pick whatever you want.
Those
I'm
progress
just-
videos were great, man. I thought that was. I wish I'd have found your channel back then.
Yeah, I know.
So that was a different YouTube channel, though. That wasn't the original Behemeth channel,
Yeah,
right?
because the
I wanna-
URL had my full name, and you can't get rid of it if it's the URL.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I didn't care, but because it was so small. But then when Twitch started getting bigger and bigger, I was like, I've got to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I actually
that
want to
one's
see
deleted.
the. I actually want to see the
Deleted
one where
roast.
you wake up your girlfriend with RuneScape. I haven't seen that one. You have it.
Might be Lara Troll.
We hope
So-
so.
Yeah, no, yeah. So was your name Behemeth for that channel as well? Like, was your
Yeah.
in-game name Behemeth?
Yeah, Behe dash meth.
Meth, yeah.
Okay. So that's always been the name.
Prank call? Who you prank calling?
That'll be funny.
Who are you prank calling?
Uh-oh.
I think this was while I was streaming on Twitch.
Oh, God. Good start.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Is this Charlotte?
Yeah.
All right. This might sound a little bit weird. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Have you been to the Blue Moon Inn, like the pub, recently?
Where's the blue moon?
It's so bad.
You know,
That's
Racehorse Hotel.
Racehorse Hotel.
Yeah, Blue Moon Inn's like on the same street as that.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, anyway, all right, let's cut to the chase. So I don't know. Have you been getting a few phone calls, or is this your first one?
This is my first one.
Well, not your first phone call ever, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because in the bar,
So this is like my friend who I played RuneScape with. This is his girlfriend, and he told me to call her.
Oh.
bathroom at the Blue Moon Inn, this number is written, and it says Charlotte has your number, whatever I just called. It says charges for certain services,
Okay,
and I was just wondering, is this legit or is it just someone pranking you?
it's probably someone pranking me.
I
Probably.
thought that might be the case. Who is this? This is.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who is this? This is a
The
random
memes.
stranger that found your number at the Blue Moon Inn.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I
So
usually
bad.
see these. I always see these numbers and call them up, and it's usually someone puts their number there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like an investor. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh,
That's great.
So slow.
the GP on the
You know
screen.
the Sand Casino.
Is this Ethan?
Who?
Her so her partner was like, yeah, she knew like he must have told her because he was watching the stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
great.
sprung. The hell you
Wow,
had
man.
1,000 caskets for?
Yeah.
That was one of my other great videos I did.
Loot
Opening
from
1,000
1,000 caskets.
Yeah. Well,
Mr.
there was
No
opening
Behemoth.
I think it was there was an opening 100 one I can see, and then I must have done opening 1,000.
I
remember
assume that was
my
a fat GP loss.
I remember my opening 100 caskets got more views than my 1,000, and I was pissed.
That's great. Wow.
Oh wow, yeah, that sucked.
I didn't even know you could buy caskets. Like,
Yeah,
on
they're
the
tradable.
D.
They're not
I didn't know
like clue caskets. They're caskets like Dagonoth's drop.
Yeah. I still didn't know that those were tradable like that.
Log in,
Yeah,
wake
no.
up time.
Found the waking up line. It was super loud, louder than it was. You could hear it in real life.
Anticipation.
How's the pixels? Want to play some RuneScape, Laura?
No,
Time to wake up.
every weekend, yes.
Oh,
Every weekend.
yeah. I'm getting the sense this isn't the first time you've done this.
Maybe that's the first he's cranked it up that loud. If it's still picking up, that sounds probably deafening, huh?
Wakey, wakey, hands off AGSE.
Of course.
That's great. That's fantastic.
All
I
right.
hope that people. I hope people associate you with that. If they still remember that, I hope they know it was Behemeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
They know that voice. Come on, man. We all hear it every single day. Every single day we hear it.
That's
Hey lads, how's it going? How you going?
Yeah.
I was telling them whenever your internet cut out that I got a lot of hate whenever I said that when you let me do the intro that one time.
Yeah.
And everybody was commenting like, "Why didn't he say how you going? It makes no sense. Cringe." I was like, "That's what he says." I hear Australian people say it all the time. I hear even How Ridiculous, that YouTube channel where they drop stuff off of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Gosson, how you going? I was like, I'm just following tradition. When in Rome, do as Australians do.
That's great.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That's great. Do you have any more? Or?
It's heaps more.
We're actually getting kind of the end of the. We're actually getting kind of to the end of the show here. So.
Oh yeah,
That
good
was
point.
great.
We went into extra time and everything.
Yeah,
That's
wow,
actually that's actually killed me. I'm gonna go ahead and that's actually way more than I ever anticipated. Oh, jeez, than I ever anticipated seeing. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, let me get back.
Please show some of that, dude. That Jad video needs to be in one of your videos, man.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
love it.
no joke.
Yeah.
That would be so great, man.
Just sneak it in the middle and just see if anyone comments. Don't say anything about it.
Oh, let's go.
Jeez, I've had a blast. I can't think of any other questions. We're kind of winding down here. We've been recording for about an hour and a half now.
Yep.
So you have any questions, final questions for Behemeth, or anything else? Or it's been great having him on for sure.
Yeah, man, absolute blast. I
thanks
appreciate
so
you
much.
taking the time to come hang out with us, man.
Oh
This
yeah,
is fun.
Feel free to when we get the video up, feel free to put the link somewhere. Shout out the podcast. We don't care if you don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Maybe we need to throw in a pool and jump on the Patreon page. That'd be dope.
No, that's alright.
No, I mean I know that you wouldn't expect us to, but I'm personally a big fan. Anyways, I just rated a guy the other day. 2 minutes after I rated him, he said, "I've seen you on Behemeth," and I realized right now he actually is one of your Patreon supporters. I was like, "Oh, that's a weird coincidence."
Oh, cool.
I was like, maybe I can introduce you sometime. Pull a few strings. Actually know the guy. We appreciate it, man. For what it's worth, for my input, man, I've loved your channel since I saw it. It's a vast difference between having bots post videos and having a guy that loves the game and breathes the game, actually upload. And I always love your little commentaries, especially when the clips get muted. Like when I died on my hardcore, if you wouldn't have showed me Clipper.xyz, I would not have that clip because Twitch deleted it as I was downloading it to Clipper. And I sent it to you, and I was like, you can mute it or whatever. You muted it. You voiced it over. I appreciated it, man. And I just hope that the community realizes, man, in my opinion, it's not always just about having the single most insane pog moment that is possibly viable in old school RuneScape. This game's 20 years old. Damn near everything's been done. Behemeth, in my opinion, he uplifts the community. He gives streamers something to aspire towards, something for them to want to be a part of. Like, man, I finally did something, made my account far enough that, it was worthy of this channel because there is a high standard for clips, even if it's been done before. Nobody's saying nobody's ever gotten a blowpipe before. But, he does this for us, guys. And I think everybody needs to appreciate it a little more instead of hating in the comment section. But if you get 20 hate comments on your video and you got 50,000 views, I mean, you're doing something right, in my opinion.
Right.
But personally, I appreciate what you do for the community, man. It's been awesome being your friend for like a year now, and I always know that I can chat with you about whatever, and I can send you screenshots of me getting a 1KC bottomless compost bucket that I didn't stream and say, damn, I wish I was streaming. And, I really appreciate what you do for us, man. So thank you also for taking the time to just sit down and shoot the shit with us for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's fun.
No worries, man. Happy
Yeah.
to do it.
I think what you bring to the community is just so important, and to sort of dispel all those people out there saying like he doesn't bring anything to the videos, he's just stealing clips or whatever. There's a reason other highlight channels failed on YouTube, right? I mean, you see with those other people who tried to go after the DMCA claims and they tried to put their commentary over it instead of just leave the music and the clips in and stuff like that. There's a reason those channels failed, and there's a reason your channel's successful. I think you do bring something to the videos. I wouldn't watch just a random highlight video. I think what you bring to the videos with your jokes and stuff like that is definitely important, and it definitely is an important part of the community. So just want to thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah. I think my biggest takeaway from talking here is I don't want to say this in a bad way. I don't want to say surprised, but you seem like I'm pleasantly surprised. It seems like you're an extremely motivated guy. I was extremely shocked when you said that you were a full-time job and upload videos to YouTube. I'm super excited to see more content come out from you, because it seems like you super know what you want, and you just do it, man. That's super inspiring and super impressive, actually. And thanks big time for being on the show.
Oh, I got one last thing, Behemeth. Please don't ever stop putting in the middle of the videos randomly. Please don't stop saying, please leave the video a like, because I click on your videos every single day. I've probably liked the last 150 of them, but sometimes I forget to smash like before I watch it. I normally do, but sometimes I forget. And every time you say that, I turn my phone up and see if I liked it or not. So keep that in there, because it earns you at least one like, because I forget sometimes. So please keep doing that.
Thanks,
I've
man.
probably liked 150 consecutive videos, if not more, man. I'm trying to keep the thumbs ratio good.
Should get like a little streak next to your name.
Yeah, I know, right, man? Consistent liker. You can look at your YouTube statistics and see who you've hearted and liked the most comments of. We should have the reverse of that. I agree.
Yeah.
Vote yes on the next poll, everybody.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to close out with. Behemeth, you have any closing thoughts? Anything you want to say? Clear up?
No, thanks for having me. It was super fun. I haven't even looked at some of those videos for like years and years, so that was super funny to go back and look at those as well. I'll probably go back through more and have a look later.
Please do.
That was
I want to see more of those. You could put you could put some highlights of that on your other channel. That'd be awesome, man. I would love to see those videos. They were great.
Let me just scan the chat here real quick, see if anybody had any questions for Behemeth. This is your last chance.
I don't think so. I think most of what I saw was just people joking or laughing,
Right, yeah.
Everybody's saying LOL.
I was blown away by looking at those old videos. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That was great, man.
We're going to go ahead and end the stream. I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching us. If you're looking for it on YouTube, go ahead and type !, Let's Argue to see our Let's Argue threads up. I forgot to plug that at the beginning, but we got another one of those up. ! Behemeth to get a link to his channel if you don't already know him. And just thanks for coming in, Behemeth. Thanks for showing up. And Josh, thanks for organizing it for us, okay?
Absolutely, man. Behemeth's a good friend. He's a solid dude. Much appreciated, Behe.
No worries, man.
Have a good night, fellas. And we will see you guys next week. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitch and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Actually,
not next week.
We're going to take
next week after that.
Next week after that. It is Christmas weekend. I'm going to be out of town. So
We're taking a 1 week break, and hopefully I will not have a much longer beard by the time we actually put up another video.
I hope you do.
Yeah. Well, it will be longer, just not as much longer as it was
He
between
can
the
give you a
last
plug
two.
on some Manscaped. You can get that Manscaped going on. All right, guys. You have a good night. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
see you then. Thanks,
Peace.
guys.